Senator Franken said he's stepping down because he could not fight an ethics investigation and effectively serve Minnesota at the same time.
8 women accused the senator of sexual misconduct, ranging from forcibly kissing them to groping them during photos. Franken yesterday said some of those allegations are not true. Our Bill Hudson's here now with reaction from some of Franken's accusers. Bill?
Well, the headline to this story, Frank, is one simple word: disappointed. Of the few accusers who are speaking publicly today about the senator's speech, they feel his apology was weak and his sense of responsibility is lacking.
And he immediately put his hand on my waist, just grabbed a handful of flesh and squeezed a couple of times.
Several of the 8 women who accuse Senator Al Franken are speaking out, not happy with his words spoken on the Senate floor.
Some of the allegations against me are simply not true. Others I remember very differently.
Tina Dupuy said her encounter happened at a 2009 inaugural party for President Obama. She calls Franken's speech to colleagues disappointing.
It wasn't an apology. It was very defiant. He wanted to talk about the pain that he was going through, which is obvious, but not the pain that he's inflicted.
Dupuy's article in The Atlantic on Wednesday became the last in a long line of accusers.
I know there's been a very different picture of me painted over the last few weeks, but I know who I really am.
Stephanie Kemplin, who alleges Franken groped her during his USO tour to Kuwait in 2003, said his words rang hollow.
I'm very disappointed that he wants to say that we took his actions in the wrong way, that it's not the way he intended it, which I don't know what other way you take groping.
And Lindsay Menz told ABC's Nightline,
for him to not even acknowledge, own, and apologize was a really big deal. It really showed his character, showed how he felt about the entire situation.
Now, again, one of those women, Tina Dupuy, did say that Franken is doing the honorable thing by stepping down, primarily because it spares the 8 women from being paraded in front of the Senate Ethics Committee hearing and reliving those experiences, Frank.
Well, all right. Bill, thank you.
You bet.